The possibilities for commercial exchange in this globalized world are boundless. And Mexico, as part of this productive community, is a very attractive country due to its enormous potential for the development of new and promising businesses. Our country is very important economically speaking because it is a leader in the development of Latin American emerging markets with at least 35 multinational commercial treaties. Mexico is one of the most promising tourist destinations with a fabulous development potential and endless business opportunities, where a wide variety of identities and tourist destinations come together, granting it an outstanding place within this ever-growing and important world industry. In addition, doing business in Mexico requires having a broad global vision, as well as being conversant with its own context and characteristics, with a profound knowledge of our country's culture and ideology. IPADE Business School is an expert institution in the complex interaction between Mexican entrepreneurial culture and the academic universe. Founded in 1967 by a group of prominent businessmen with the strategic guidance from Harvard Business School and IESE Business School, it's the only business school created by the enterprise for the enterprise and has an exceptional reputation worldwide, with more than 40 exchange agreements with prestigious institutions like Darden Graduate School of Business Administration, Kellogg School of Management, University of Illinois at Urbana-Champaign MBA program, among others.
I'm French, so I have a French culture. I'm studying right now in the US, and it's very interesting to see how people make business in the US, and I wanted to see how people were looking at business here in Mexico. So it's a different vision of the business, and I'm very happy to take classes here, also classes in Spanish, and I'm learning of a different way of making business.
IPADE, being a world-class business school, offers in its highly recognized full-time MBA program courses in English and Spanish. The program has been especially designed for young professionals whose calling points toward the responsibilities of the management of business. The strategic lines of this program allow students to develop a local education experience, nevertheless with a strong international character. Better than just deliver and transmit information, the MBA strives to form leaders and persons. All this with the purpose to develop entrepreneurial leaders and leading entrepreneurs that undertake challenges and challengers that lead. The value proposal of the program not only sets a deep social sense in business, but also focuses in the ethics and values that must be part of a successful human being. One of the most distinctive academic strengths of IPADE is the teaching methodology. The case method, giving all the participants the opportunity to interact individually in working teams and plenary sessions to analyze, discuss, and debate an ample variety of perspectives and opinions under the supervision of IPADE's highly qualified professors, enabling students to develop the three dimensions of knowledge in business: knowledge, skills, and attitudes.
I'm a practical guy, and I like to work besides studying, so I really like to apply my ideas and everything I learned to practical problems. And the case method is just perfect because it forces you to think you're in the position of someone who has to make a decision.
IPADE has recognized the need for having a comprehensive understanding in regard to Mexico, its economic, political, social, and cultural environment, and has therefore developed 2 seminars lasting 1 week each. Mexican Tourism, a worldwide concept describing what is taking place in this sector and its vigorous development, and Doing Business in Mexico, focused upon corporate activity in general. The objective of these short but intensive learning experiences is to offer to MBA students the opportunity to understand the Mexican business culture, studying the problems affecting the tourism sector, as well as many other productive industries. All of this with the unbeatable experience of being able to interact with MBA students from Mexico and from all over the world, allowing them to create close and significant relationships with our country. IPADE offers value added to its MBA students because this educational experience will offer them a structural, wide-ranging academic curriculum. Our highly qualified professors will guide the participants through an analysis of the economic, social, and how to do business in Mexico environment. In addition to the academic sessions, conferences by Mexican entrepreneurs are held, as well as very interesting visits to companies belonging to the tourism and industrial sectors. Our programs also include assigning work teams made up by domestic and foreign students, where starting with a business project in our country, they will analyze its model, its operations, its competitive advantages and differences, its commercial strategies, and above everything else, the ideal way to duplicate these businesses within the global market.
The best part about the GBE to Mexico City in particular is the interactions that we have with the students at IPADE, which is the Mexican business school. And we had the opportunity to spend time with the students both in class and academically and outside of the class socially.
All of this is complemented with intercultural activities, which include attending social events, museums, tasting Mexican traditional foods and wine at various fairs and tours of close-by cities, all of which will allow them to experience the fascinating contrast between pre-Hispanic, colonial, and modern Mexican cultures. IPADE knows that each country has its own way of doing things, as well as its own social and cultural values. Doing business in Mexico and Mexican tourism, a worldwide concept, are two programs each lasting 1 week, where the participants will be able to learn Mexico's most important aspects, its very special way of doing business. But what is even more important, they will achieve a very real understanding of our people and our environment. Developing entrepreneurs for whom there are no frontiers for success. Participate in IPADE's short programs and discover the reality of doing business in Mexico.